where you are, blah, blah, blah. It'll take about 30 seconds for questions to come.
Am I on now?
You're on now.
What's up, guys? Alan Jouban here at the, to be specific, I'm at the Hilton. The Hilton in London. Getting ready for fight night against Gunnar Nelson. It's going to be a good one. O2 Arena, first time in London for me and my team. Looking forward to it. So if you got some questions that you want answered, hit me up now or forever hold your peace. I'm going to sip my cappuccino while the questions are loading. I guess I'm supposed to entertain you guys. Until then, I'll show you a little bit what we did today. Where we at? Does anyone know the name of this bridge?
What's this bridge?
For 200 points, anyone?
And then that's Southwark, right?
The name
Southwark.
of that bridge.
And they call this one. Wait, is that Winchester?
It says
I know where it is.
it says I got comments, but they're not coming up.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, you're on it? Oh, nice.
Yeah, so they're coming up.
Oh, you're blocking the camera though. Hold on, guys. We didn't get this together. Maybe this side?
Yeah. So if you want to, yeah, just take
Okay,
the phone.
cool. All right, here we go, guys. I got your comments here. Yeah, coffee is great, John Wheeler. I'm gonna beat Gunnar standing, and then he will fall to the mat. Yeah, I appreciate it, Trevor. Yeah, there's a lot of trolls, man. I'm getting used to it though. I just block the trolls a lot of times. I can't block anybody on this, but if you're gonna troll me on my live right now, you're gonna get ignored or you're gonna get called out. So I'm here just for fans of real questions. Tower Bridge, you're right, Elias. That was Tower Bridge. I thought it was London Bridge the whole time, but it was Tower Bridge. Nick, recommendations for fellow fighters. Man, just try to stay consistent. Try to stay healthy and consistent. You can get in the UFC in a couple years now, man. You get on a 5-fight win streak or something. Go 5-0, 6-1. You can sign with the UFC. You know, there's not any real formula to it anymore. But just get on a run, get some buzz going. Stay consistent. Hey, I appreciate it, Deb. I appreciate the love from New York. I used to live in New York 2002 to 2005. I had 13 apartments in 2.5 years in New York. Yeah, Jacob, I thought it was London Bridge too, man. I was singing the song all day. Yeah, Black House in LA. There's actually 2 Black Houses. There's like one for the public, which my man Kenny Johnson runs that one, and then there's like a private Black House for the fighters. That's where I train at. What's up, Eric? The platinum one, Kevin. Is that a Kevin Michael? The platinum one. Is that a reference to my former opponent? Is that what that is? Are we giving platinum love after that fight? Jason, do I lift weights? I don't really lift old school weights, man. I do strength and conditioning, so you know, like the new type of workout, all kinds of stuff. Battle ropes, chains, kettlebells, a lot of balance, core, coordination, speed, agility, that kind of stuff. As far as pump and iron, those days are long gone, man. Come to Philly. I'd like to go to Philly, man. I don't think I've ever been for fighting, at least. Jason, favorite restaurant when I lived in New York? Man, I was so poor when I lived in New York. I don't know what my favorite restaurant was. I was probably just eating at the delis every day, man. Correct, Daniel. Tower Bridge. Kevin, thank you, man. I am the Platinum Killer. Did you see my hand? Before that fight, broke my hand, had titanium put in my hand. I crushed the platinum with my titanium fist. Andrew, how do I think I'm going to beat Gunnar? Gunnar's a real good fighter, man. Nice guy, good guy. He's obviously his strong. I'm going to take him down, and I'm going to rear naked choke him, because that's my percentage. I'm playing a percentage game, so basically I'm going to go to the mat with him. I'm going to give him my back, escape, sweep, take the back, one arm, rear naked choke. Nah, man, I'll probably keep it on the feet, you know. That's where I like to be. Comfortable there. Lafayette, Alex Vaughn. Yeah, you know what? After this fight, too, I'd like to bring the UFC back to Louisiana. I was supposed to go there. There was a card in New Orleans a couple years ago, and I had some type of injury. Oh, I had to have surgery on my elbow. I had to pull out of that fight. I mean, I was only on the card for like a week, and then I had to have elbow surgery, so I didn't get to fight back home. And it's something I've been wanting to do. Iron Fist, baby. What's up, Jolene? That's my aunt's name. How many songs are there with the name Jolene? Do you guys know that?
At least Dolly Parton.
Definitely at least one Dolly Parton, but there's two of them. Can't think of the other one. Dolly Parton and they're both old songs. 10th Planet. Yeah, Josh. Probably so, man. I mean, he's a good striker. He's got, you know, the karate blitzes, but I don't think he's consistently a good striker. He's very good when he blitzes you, his striking, and he catches people by surprise. And once he's effective on the feet, he does take the fight to the ground. So I think the longer we're on the feet, the numbers are in my favor for longer. What about that Dallas card? Yeah, I mean, it just might be too close, but if I get out of this fight uninjured, man, that's a stacked card. If you think, is the Dallas card is that the 211 or whatever? Whatever that one coming up is a stacked card. Alexander, what are my hobbies? Man, I mean, I've got hobbies, but it's just fighting takes up so much time, you know. You're in fight camp for 8-10 weeks, and then you finish fighting. I normally take about 2 weeks off, and then get right back into fight camp. So it's hard to really pick up too many hobbies. I have a family. I have a dog. I try to just spend time with my family, my son, my dog, and travel a little bit. I've been playing the guitar my whole life, but I really don't play the guitar that much anymore. I'm not a very good singer. But I like to stay active. Anything kind of active, man. If it's like, you know, going on a hike or things like that, going to the beach. I live in LA, so there's a lot of things to do all the time. I don't, who's that, Kaj Cruz? Do I still want RDA? No, man, like, I wanted RDA because he was a name. I was trying to get a ranked opponent, somebody with a name. And when RDA made the announcement he was moving to welterweight, I thought that would be a good fight for me because he's a big name. He's a former lightweight champion, obviously. Now that I have Gunnar, I think it's a bigger fight, a bigger name. He's ranked higher. So if I move my way up the rankings and RDA does as well, and we meet somewhere, then that's fine. But now I'm you know, he can go on his own journey. Jacob Lawson, who's my childhood hero? I mean, not to get too deep, but my grandfather was my hero my whole life. That's who I'm named after. And that's also, my grandfather was a farmer and a cattleman, so he raised bulls and stuff. And that's where I kind of get my nickname Brahma, because I grew up around like Brahma bulls and all kinds of stuff like that. So that's kind of paying homage to him. As far as heroes, like, you know, not somebody personal. Man, I looked up to like Van Damme. You know, Van Damme, Stallone, you know, Rocky movies, Rambo, Bloodsport. Those were my movies, man. Those are the who kind of shaped who I am emotionally. I wanted to be a ninja growing up, you know, watching that kind of stuff. What keeps me focused? Who's that? James. What keeps me focused? I mean, it's what I love to do. You know, I found fighting 10, 12 years ago. I fell in love with it, and so I'm passionate about it, and so it keeps me thinking about it constantly. And then my goal was always to get to this level, get to the UFC, and once you reach this level, you reassess your goals, you get higher goals, you keep changing them once you've reached that goal. And so that's what it is, man. It's always reassessing my goals, giving myself another mountain to climb, a much bigger goal, and never settling. And that keeps me focused, you know. I know that this is what I do now. I'm a fighter, and not only am I trying to feed my family, provide for my family, but, man, at the end of the day, you're going and locking yourself in a cage, and if you're not training hard enough, you're not focused, you're going to get your ass kicked. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man, at the end of the day. Am I going to let this guy outwork me if I could control my cardio or control what I'm doing for this fight, my preparation? Am I going to let this guy have the advantage on me? No, I'm going to check every box off the list. I'm going to make sure I'm as prepared as possible going into that. Hold on one second, guys. The phone closed. The phone just died on me. The questions. The code, password, or I'll let you do it. 143, 143. Sorry, guys. Hold on. My questions blacked out. All right, we're back on. Who was your toughest opponent? I don't know. I mean, do I think of people who I've lost to, or people that I've beat but went into wars with? It's a tough question, man. John Jones, you are known for absorbing punishment and still going. What fight hurt the most that you still ended up preserving and winning? That's interesting, man. Which fight did I absorb a lot of punishment and still win?
Not a lot, but Seth Kaczynski got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, I mean,
Knocked him out.
UFC debut, man. Seth Kaczynski, Bangor, Maine. I got dropped in the first 1 minute. Went to the ground, got up, knocked him out a minute later. Got fight of the night, so it's worth it. Hey, look, the couple fights ago in Vegas, Bilal Muhammad, I broke my hand 2 minutes into the second round, fought the rest of the fight, you know, another 8 minutes with a broken hand, kept punching him, wasn't doing much damage, but finished the fight with my hand broken, 2 bones, and that's why I have that lovely scar now. So that was a tough one.
Liking that 60 frame shit.
Shout out to Maine, yeah, Bangor, Maine. Bangor, Maine was cool, man. What's the name of that gym out there? Young Guns?
It's Bruce Boynton's gym.
Yeah, Bruce Boynton's gym. Bruce is a good guy, man. I think he's fighting in
World Series of
Fighting. Yeah,
He just hit us up too to say good
yeah,
luck.
yeah. Bruce was out there, let us use his gym. Shout out to all those guys. Nancy, are you a wrestler, or is this some kind of hidden message when you say you want to wrestle? I wrestle. Thank you, Tammy. I thought I was robbed too, but I was in Brazil. Yeah,
Robbed.
yeah.
Even the Brazilians thought you was robbed.
Yeah. The Brazil fight. I thought I was too. I mean, I don't think it was like, you know, completely like I dominated him, but it was just the second round. He took me down for like a minute and a half, and then I got up and beat him up, and they gave him that round still. So yeah, it was a little bit you know, favoritism because he was a local guy. Justin Rogers, do I like the Rogan podcast? Yeah, it's awesome, man. Rogan's always preaching a lot of knowledge. I'd like to go in there. I went on the I do a podcast myself. I do a podcast with Karen Bryant, alongside Karen Bryant, called MMA Heat. You guys need to check it out. Every Monday or Tuesday, we do MMA Heat podcasts and go over all the fights, kind of break them down, analyze it, preview the upcoming cards, go over a lot of things. So if you guys haven't checked out our podcast, please do so. It's a good one. But as far as the Rogan podcast, yeah, it kills it. I went and did the Big Brown breakdown a couple weeks or months ago with Brendan Schaub. That's another good one, man. He's a good dude, man. Good show. What's up, Chase from Orange, Texas? Man, I've been to Orange, Texas. Any fighters I enjoy watching? I was enjoying the Brazil card, man. I was Barboza. Barboza's a deadly striker, man. A lot of power. Brandon Simmons. Any particular submission defense I've been working? Well, obviously, I mean, you look at Gunnar's record, and he's got like 90% submissions, and 90% of those are rear naked chokes. So that's one thing I've definitely been putting a lot of time and effort in, is my rear naked choke defense. Victoria, Texas. What's up, guys? No more MMA Roasted from Jake. Yeah, no, I still do it, man. I mean, I never was a host on MMA Roasted. I was always just a guest. But Adam Hunter is my boy. We live not too far from one another. I usually go on that show like every couple of months. He wanted to have me on the other day, but I was just beat from training, man, so I didn't go. But my boy, my very first master, actually, Renato Laranja, he discovered me in Louisiana when I was just training in the swamps. I was training in the swamps, wrestling alligators, basically, with a bunch of Cajuns. And Renato came by, and he was in a big, pimped-out Crown Victoria. And he had a lot of beautiful women, and I wanted that. I wanted to be like him. So he took me in. He trained me. He made me who I am today. Shout out to Renato. Good? Cool. What's up, Tulsa? Tulsa, Oklahoma. Man, I had an Oklahoma accent just now. Tulsa, Oklahoma. How much weight do I cut? Xavier? I walk around pretty lean, man. I fight at 170, obviously, and I don't really get above 190. But when I'm training twice a day, I'm really like closer to 85, 86, 87. So all in all, it's a 20-pound weight cut, but when I'm in camp, it's more like a 16, 17, 18-pound weight cut. Less than 20 always, though. Yeah, man, wrestling alligators. Put them in a rear naked choke. Body lock on them. All right, guys, I'm about to sign off. I got one more minute on here. If you have any last-minute questions. What's up, Mike in New York? Cody from California. If you had any other sports, what would it be, Jason? Man, I played soccer for 18 years. I played from like 3 to damn near 20, and then I tore my ACL when I was young. I stopped playing soccer. I lived in Miami after I left New York, and I played beach volleyball every day in Miami. Only for like 4 months, but I thought at one point in my life I was going to be a soccer player. Then I thought I was going to be a beach volleyball player. Moved to California in 2005. Joined a Muay Thai gym called Bomb Squad, and then never stopped training since that day. All right, guys, I got to get going. What's up, Brad from Phoenix, Arizona? Thank you for all the love, guys. Thank you for the comments. I hope you check out the fights, watch them. Thank you for supporting me. I always go in there and do my best always, Always try to put on a show, entertain the fans, get the finishes, make the exciting fights. So thank you for the love. I will chat with you guys next time. Take care.